What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge. Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. Make sure you are part of what's going on here at the Sooner Surge YouTube channel by going to our channel, subscribing to our channel, liking and commenting. Tell us how we're doing and interact with us on these videos. Just a quick recruiting update here, guys, viewers. Marcus James, if you haven't seen on Twitter, has announced a commitment date of November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. It will be a public event there at Carl Albert, the gymnasium there, I believe, the event center. And listen, Marcus James is a 2025 guy. He's about 6'3", 210, 220-ish. Superb athlete, playing mostly backer right now, linebacker, but this guy is a very good athlete, and he announced his top 5 as well these last few days. So if you want to talk about those 5, but here's what I would say about Marcus James, Jackson. He's got some OU guys on his team that are probably in his ear nonstop. I am very excited about Marcus James and the possibility and potential of him being in Crimson and Cream.
Yeah, and previously over the summer, obviously there was some, maybe you could say, speculation or momentum that he could commit to Oklahoma. One, because his quarterback is Kevin Sperry at Carl Albert whenever he plays on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, he mainly is a defensive player at Carl Albert. And over the summer, he would participate at the Brent Venables football camp. He played a linebacker there. And just really some of the highlights you saw of him. He's very athletic. He's very, very raw. Okay. He can move, but he just his athleticism stands out. Like, he is a freak of nature athlete. Like, that's maybe something that you can say. And his top 5, Jeremy, as you said, consists of Texas A&M, OU, Arkansas, TCU, and Utah. So that's a pretty good top 5, really. I mean, he obviously has some very high caliber offers. And he's a guy someone that I think I expected to commit to OU over the summer, just due to maybe the facts, or due to the fact that he has Kevin Sperry and obviously all the other guys there. Xavier Robinson, also at Carl Albert, committed to OU. So he just has maybe the push from some of his teammates. And obviously OU is also targeting Tristan Haynes and Trinae Washington, both very hard there at Carl Albert. So Marcus James is someone that I think Sooner fans should be really watching a keen eye on, because I would not be shocked if he ends up a Sooner.
Yeah, Carl Albert's pretty much a pipeline to Norman this year with the guys they got there, and Kevin Sperry is one of the lead recruiters for the team. If you've just listened to anything that he said, but yeah, Marcus would be just an outstanding, and it's a guy that maybe could evolve into a safety position. He's got great size, and really depends on. I think it depends on what Venables wants to do once he was in Norman, because it could be a guy that played the cheetah position as well, having a good year there at Carl Albert. So November 2nd, you can circle that date on your calendar, Sooner fans. If you're in the 405, hop on out to Carl Albert. If you're not, we'll make sure we have it covered here. But a couple of other guys I want to mention while we're on this recruiting update, besides Marcus James, is, look, Grant Brix is someone that really, at the drop of a dime, or as we're recording this video, or maybe 2 weeks from now, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine with Grant Briggs. I think it's a decision that could drop any moment now, and it's, again, been under the radar a little bit. But it would not shock me if it was today, and it wouldn't shock me if it was next week, honestly, Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. And something that you said is that it could really happen at the drop of a dime, right? It can happen at any time. There's really no timeline for Grant Brix. There has been no timeline for the last 3 to 4 months. After the summer, there was rumors out there that he was going to maybe commit before the season started or after summer OVs to these schools. And right now, just due to the future cast and the crystal balls and everything that's going around, it seems like all the momentum has swung in Oklahoma's favor. And so you would just like to see maybe that potentially be wrapped up soon. And also on Saturday, Eddie Pierre-Louis will be in town for the Sooners, and that is another big offensive line target as well. So having the chance in the month of October to round out your offensive line class with Eddie Pierre-Louis, Grant Brix, and Daniel Akinkunmi, that's incredible. Bill Bedenbaugh, man, I know I think they would have 5 or 6 offensive linemen committed with these 3 in this month if that does come to fruition, which would just be absolutely incredible by Bill Beatonbow.
Yeah, and you mentioned Eddie Pierre-Louis is going to be visiting, going to be on campus against UCF. That's a huge deal. And like you said, you land all 3 of those guys, it's monumental. 2 out of the 3 still ain't bad. I'm excited though with the possibility of Grant Brix. I know there's some speculation that it's not going to happen, but I still feel pretty good about Grant Brix becoming a Sooner. And again, you got really Daniel Akinkunmi is so his ceiling is so high. The fact that he has not been really playing football for very long at all. So this would be a great offensive line class if you can land all 3 of these guys. Anyone else, and we're going to have a visitor video that we're going to before Saturday to talk about kind of the visitors that are the recruits that are there making visits. But is there anyone else? We know Devon Jordan Jackson is also in kind of a similar situation of Grant Brix, and the fact that I think at any moment there could be a decision. You know, I don't know if there's going to be a date on that specifically, or if there's going to be a public thing, but I would not be shocked if that decision is made in the next, I don't know, 1 to 10 days.
That's so true. He's a guy in his recruitment that it seemed to be OU and TCU and also Alabama in there too as well. So it's something that we don't really know much about. But something that, once again, I will say I have no confirmed sources on this. I have nothing. But I truly would watch out for a name that Sooner fans maybe are going to want to hear again is Bryant Westco. That's a guy that I don't know, like if you've heard whether it's on KREF or anything, just OU fans are like, Bryant Westco, he could potentially visit the Sooners again just due to the fact you see how Clemson's playing offensively. It's not pretty, right? And obviously he was considered to be a heavy Sooner lean for the longest time to took that OV to Clemson. And then really that just kind of sealed things for him. So Bryant Westco is a name I would not be shocked if we see – maybe Emmett Jones and Brent Venables tried to push to get back onto campus very hard.
Oh, yeah. And there's some other guys that are going to be flipping and flopping, I think, across the country that may have, you know, some possibility for OU to maybe try and get in on. But that's a little bit of speculation here, so I don't want to speculate too much on that. Jackson, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, and also watch what happens at Texas A&M with Jimbo Fisher. Because obviously they're underperforming again, and if they maybe have a rough stretch these next 2 weeks, does Jimbo Fisher even have his job maybe going in towards the end of the season? So that's something to watch for. And obviously they have Dominic McKinley committed and also Terry Bussey, 2 names that OU was very in the race for, in the thick of it for. So
as well as David Hicks, who's there right now as a freshman. So, yeah, there's someone else. But, yeah, all that speculation, guys. What we do know for certain and for sure is that on November 2nd, Marcus James out of Carl Albert will be committing. So, again, stay up to date with the latest recruitments, with the latest videos and content as we are getting set for the OU-UCF matchup this Saturday, 11 a.m. ABC. We'll have some videos dropping the next 72 hours before that game, leading up to that game. So make sure you're a part of the Sooner Surge by going to the channel and subscribing and turning on those notifications. Till next time, Boomer.
Boomer.